Hey everybody, welcome back to Jack Games. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I have some mail, and then we'll go into the showcase. Probably be one of the last showcases I do. I honestly don't have a whole lot of cards left to show, so I was kind of procrastinating on this one. As you can see by the title, it's my T206 and T205 collection. So I only have 4 T205 cards, and 3 of them are in the mail. So let's go ahead and open these up. First package. Looks like somebody reused it, I hope, is what they did. And then you know, it wasn't opened by somebody to check, because that would kind of be crappy. The post office did that. So, as you may have seen some of my other videos, I've been kind of into basketball, so it's got picked up a lot of Prism, last year's Prism. So there's some LeBrons and some other stars in here. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, because that's not what you're here for. So, I mean, I'm sure you like the mail, but you're here to see the showcase. Picked this up really cheap. I've always liked these. For some reason, most people on eBay want a ton for them. I think I paid like $6 for the shipped. It's a 74 Topps Detroit Tigers team checklist at a 7. I didn't like open these out of packs when I was a kid or anything, but when I was collecting before, I had gotten these and had a couple of them. They're really beat up, so with the red borders. But I thought it was pretty cool. It's, you know, like I said, it was like $6, so I figured why not. The guy was actually selling a bunch of Tigers stuff, so I guess he was a Tigers fan, a Detroit Tigers fan. So it's gonna be besides a lot, I think everything else is graded. So picked up some Trey Turner rookies. Got a 2016 Finest and Jim Mint 10. As you know, I'm a Nationals fan, big Turner fan. I have a 2016 Topps Trey Turner and a Jim Mint 10. So pretty happy with these. Nice, happy to pick them up. I think I paid like $12 for the pair. So and that's shipped, 12 or 15. So pretty happy with that. Like I was saying, as you may know, I'm a Nationals fan, and Turner is my guy. So hopefully my wife got the message that I wanted a Turner jersey for Christmas. So I have to share that if I get one. So this was some cards I bought from a guy in one of the Facebook groups I'm in. So this is not eBay. He had gotten some holiday boxes, and he was selling some of the team stuff off. And you know, I told him I'm a Nationals fan, so he finally sent them. I honestly had forgot about them. And he was like, "Oh, I didn't forget. You know, I'm gonna send them out tomorrow." And this was, you know, 2 days after. But he said he threw in some extra stuff. So let's see what he sent me. So if I can get this open. But he said he's not a baseball fan, which is kind of confusing to me. Why would you buy the holiday boxes if you're not a baseball fan? I guess it goes back to my other video where people are just buying them to buy them. Oh, okay, cool. I guess he threw that in. So, old ones. So, a holiday Harper. I don't have any holiday, so pretty happy to get these in a Strasburg. And then I think it was 3 or 4 cards? I paid $5. I gave him $5 for all these. And Daniel Murphy holiday, and Ryan Zimmerman holiday. So they look to be in good condition. The penny sleeves kind of suck, but what can you do about that? And I guess he threw in this Scherzer, which is not a promo. It just came out of one of the archives sets, I believe, or Heritage. It's a 2016 Heritage. So that's pretty cool. I'll put it in the binder next to my other Scherzers. So nice little 5 cards, $5. Can't beat that. This one I had opened and then realized what it was. So I figured I'd save it. It's 3 graded cards. and open these and go into, yep, that's what these are. And we'll go right into the showcase part. And do the T205s, because like I said, I only have 4. So, if I can't get these out. Kitty. So I have a Wilbur Goody and a 1.5 for the Boston Nationals, which is kind of cool. Front and the back. If you've never seen T205 cards, that's what these look like. They have the gold border. So you have the white bordered T206s, then you have the gold bordered T205s. And I guess in the baseball card almanac, these are older than the white bordered ones, but it goes by alphabetical. So this is gold border basically, and then white. So I have a John Lush and a white for the St. Louis. I guess it's just Boston. So that's what that is. I was like, there's no Boston Nationals. So the St. Louis, which is pretty cool. Card is pretty destroyed. It was graded a long time ago too. I wonder if they would just authenticate it at this point. If I had like resubmitted it for some reason. And then the last one, I think I paid like $50 shipped for the 3. I won them all in auctions. Doc White and a 1 for the White Sox. So, and never noticed they had 2 different styles. That's the back, some paper loss. So, definitely 3 different generations of PSA. And then my other T205 card, I have a Kid Elberfield and a good 2 for Washington. So, been trying to pick up some older Washington stuff. But pretty cool. Pretty happy to add these to the collection. I think I did a what if, and these 3 bumped me up 1 point or one slot. So because they're so low grade. So that's the T205 stuff, and let's get right into the T206. Got a bunch, surprisingly. If you've seen any of my other videos, my mail days, you know I have a ton of T206 cards. If you want to go back and check those out, watch me open them. Okay, I gotta replace the sleeve. Damn cat chewing on them. So first up, I have I try to keep them in alphabetical order. Is how I do them. So I have a Ed Apicino with brown sleeves and a 1. So this is a Piedmont back. You can't tell which Piedmont it is, so it's just straight up Piedmont on that one. But I like the art. I like the painting of it. It looks really cool. It's kind of like the Topps Gallery, the new Topps Gallery. So, but I think it's just cooler. Just it's some history, you know. It's you know, you don't know where these cards have been. You know, whose pockets they've been in. You know, what kid had it, what grown-up had it, you know, whatever. I have a Red Ames hands over head, and it's a sweet Caporal 350/30, and a poor 1. So most of mine are 1s or 2s. I think the highest I have is like a 3 missed cut, but that's basically a 1. So, but the Piedmont and the sweet Caporal is the back style of the card, and this is the 350 version. And if you look really close, this is factory number 30. So that's where I'm just gonna drop it. That's where the 30 comes from. Okay, and then I have a Red Ames portrait, the sweet Caporal 150/30 back, 150, and then the 30. Of the fan being on, and I have the same card and a 1.5 portrait. This one's a Piedmont 150 back, so you have the 150 in the back. And then I have the same as the 1, only it's a 2, so it's a better condition than the previous one. Yeah, I know. Why do I have 2 of them? Well, I bid on 2 of them and won 2 of them, so I ended up with 2 of them. I figure just keep it, you know. It's older stuff, may go up in value someday. I have a John Anderson with an old millback and a 1.5 from Providence. So that's one of the minor league cards. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was pretty happy to pick this one up. The back's just pretty sweet on these old mill. And this is one of my better cards of the T206. It's a home run Baker and a good 2.5, good plus with a polar bear back. I had to pay up on this. So Hall of Famer, pretty Philadelphia. You know, pretty happy to have this one. Pretty excited for it to come in the mail. That's what the polar bear backs look like. Best scrap tobacco. If you don't know about T206 and T205 cards, they came in tobacco packs. It's kind of like you get a prize when you would buy a pack of tobacco. So, not like today, you know, you can't do anything like that. I have a George Brown. It's Chicago, and a pour 1 Piedmont 150. Like I said, you'll see a lot of 1s, some 2.5s here and there, 2s, maybe a 3, but anything over like a 3, like when you get up to 4, you're talking about some real money. And like I said with the Hall of Famers, like I'd rather have like 10 poor 1s than have one, you know, one minor league and a 6. Like I don't know, you know, I don't know. I have a Billy Campbell and a Piedmont 350 and a 1. That's back to 350. Same thing with the backs. Like I care but don't care about the backs, if that makes any sense. I'd like to have one of each. I'll never have a Ty Cobb back. I'm just not going to spend that kind of money on it. I'd love a Ty Cobb, but I'm not going to have a Ty Cobb back. I have a Piedmont 350 Charlie Carr and a 1.5 Indianapolis. He's another minor leaguer. The card looked really nice. It looks a whole lot better. It looks really almost sharp looking corners almost. So I think it has a pinhole or something or a crease, which made it so low. Bumping the camera. Can't remember why. Oh yeah, there's the crease if you can see it, like right there. So that's why it's a 1.5, but it's a really nice looking 1.5. So I was pretty happy with. I'm actually happy picking out any of these up, any and all. I think they're all freaking cool. So it's gonna be a longer video because like I said, I got a decent amount of them. I have a Bill Kerrigan and a Piedmont 350 and a 3 miscut, or marked. I'm sorry, MK is marked. And if you look, there's some pencil right there on the card. But I think this is one of the higher ones I have. So that was pretty cool. Pretty nice looking card. Boston. Nice Boston Red Soxer. Red Soxa. Red Sox. Peter Cassidy, Piedmont 350 back at a 1.5, Baltimore. And that's why I got a 1.5. Half the back is missing. Most of the time, from what I'm to understand, if it's missing the back like this, it's because it was glued in a book or a scrapbook or something like that. Like they had glued it into a book. So a lot of my 1s and 1.5s look really nice on the front, and then the back's missing paper. So, but you know, I only look at the front really. The portraits and stuff like that are always really cool. This is one of the other bigger ones I have. It's a Piedmont 350 460 25 Hal Chase holding trophy and a pour 1. When I bought this, I thought he was in the Hall of Fame because I had actually heard of his name, but I did some research and he was a gambling scumbag for the most part. Really good ball player. I want to say he coached too, but he was not a nice person from what I'm to understand. And that's what the back looks like. So So you have the 350, 460, and then you have the 25 down there. So it's and you got the little marks. That's what probably hurt it the most. But it's a pretty kind of unusual back. The basics are the Piedmont 150 is what you see. 150 and 350, I think, are the two most common ones. But this is a 350, 460, 25 back. So, and I think if I remember correctly, the Piedmonts and stuff for comes down to what factory it was made in. And this is the other How Chase I have, Portrait Blue. It's a good 2 miscut. Forgot I even had this card. God, it's been so long since I looked through these. And that's why it's miscut, because his name's almost off the card. So, but I was pretty happy to pick these two up. So, thank you, credit card points. But yeah, Piedmont 350 back. I have a lot of Piedmonts. I like the Piedmont. I think they're kind of cool looking. I like Piedmont and Polar Bear. I think are my two favorites. I have a Bill Clymer and a 1.5. He's played for Columbus. I want to say that's a minor league team also. So I have a bunch of the set registries. If you look them up, just minor leaguers and some of the teams. So I wasn't going to do minor leaguers, and then it suggested it to me, or I had like 25% of the set or something like that. So I have a Wid Conroy fielding and a 150, Piedmont 150 for Washington, and a 1. Been trying to pick up some Washingtons. I had bid on a kid, like the one I have, the T205 one, but like the Washington version is the rare version, and it sells for a crap. Like I think it was like a 4, and I bid like $50, and it ended up going for like $500 or $600. So maybe more. I think it might have gone for $700. It went for a lot, and I would have just been happy with a 1. You know, have a Doc Crandall no cap and a good 2. Piedmont 150. Have a Harry Davis. It's a Sweet Caprol 150/25, and it's the Philadelphia H. Davis front. It's crazy how this is a 1. Like this is a 1, but then like something that looks way better is a 1. Like look at that. That is crazy. Like this was probably in some farmer's pocket down in the south while he was doing his farm, or smoking his cigarettes, chewing tobacco, whatever it was. Like, that's just crazy. Have a Ray Dimmitt in New York and a 1. I want to say he's a Hall of Famer too. And obviously that's why I got a 1, because you can almost see your finger behind it through it. That's the back, Piedmont 350. This one's pretty cool. It's a Rube Dessert or something. It's probably French. For Baltimore, and a good 2. Portraits are pretty cool. I know a lot of people like the portraits. I'd like to have some of the horizontal, or not the ones that go up and down, but the ones that go sideways. I want to say they're horizontal. That sounds right. I'd like to have some of those. There's like 3 or 4 of them, but they go for premium because they're different. They're not portraits or anything like that. So, and then Piedmont 350 back. Backs are like always almost cut. They always seem to be off centered in the back. Have a Ron Dewin, like Sweet Caprol 150/30 back and a good 2. And like I said, if you watch some of my other videos, I sent some in to get the cases, for them to add this, because like this is almost as important as the card, Like I said, if you ever heard of the Ty Cobb backs, like, that Ty Cobb is only worth, only X number of thousands of dollars, but you put that Ty Cobb back on it, and, it's worth $1 million. Like, it just, the backs are almost, like I said, almost more important than the fronts. I have a Mickey Doolin and a 1.5. I guess his last name was actually Doolin, not Doolin, for Philadelphia. Some more paper loss. Try to beat up some. I think it's the same one, right? Yeah, so I have a 2 Tom Downey. 3? No, just 2. 2 Tom Downey Fielding. One's a poor one, one's a 1.5 fair. Like that. Like, one of these should be the 1 and one should be 1.5, but that one has a hole in it because somebody put it up on their wall. So, but same back, same card. But one's a 1.5 and one's a 1, and they were newly graded too, so it's pretty cool. See, I almost put the better looking one in the front. But yeah, PSA harps on holes. They do not like you to have holes in your cards. I know, shocking, right? I have a Dick Egan, Piedmont 350, and a good 2. I'm going to try to stop talking and breeze through some of these. I love this guy's name. Steamer Flanagan, and a 1.5 for Buffalo, the minor leaguer, Piedmont 350. The minor leaguers are harder to get than the, semi-stars and stuff. And the stars, but now they might not be worth as much, but some are. Some are definitely are. Bob Groom in a Piedmont 350 and a good 2. There's another Washington. I actually put in for Washington set registry, so not that I'd ever be number 1, but Dolly Gray, Caporal 350 30 back, pour 1. I have a Harry Gasper, Piedmont 350 and a good 2. Cincinnati. I have a Topsy Herzl, a Sweet Capital 350 30 and a 1.5. And then I have 2 of the same, but one, they're both Piedmont 350. 350 backs, but one's old. They're both 2s actually also. So I actually have some doubles of the exact same cards. The only upside is this one actually says Piedmont 350. So, but sweet looking card. So yeah, I have 3 of the same cards. So definitely try not to pick up any more of those. I have a Jack Hayden, another minor leaguer, Sweet Capital 350 30, 1.5, and a 1.5. That's the back. I have a Izzy Hoffman, Providence, and a pour 1. God, he looks so distinguished. Like, looks like he was rich or something, because he played in Providence. That's the back. Missing some stuff. Missing part of the card. So I have probably about another 25 maybe to go through. Solly Hoffman and Piedmont 350 and a 1. The Chicago Cubs. This is a cool one. Miller Higgins, Hands on Mouth, Sweet Capital, and a good 2. And that's a 350 back. He's a Hall of Famer also, I believe. Jack Knight, Portrait, Polar Bear back, and a pour 1. This is the one that started it all. This is the one I picked up at the National for $20, and I sent it off because it didn't say Polar Bear, and I wanted it to say Polar Bear, so because it's an uncommon. Well, not an uncommon, but it's not as common as Piedmont and the Sweet Capital, so that's what the back is now and always has been and always will be the best. Some people are jerks. Sorry about that, folks. I have a Carl Lundgren, Kansas City, Sweet Capital 350 30, pour 1. Yeah, I'm just doing this in my living room. Like, I don't have a studio or anything. I have a Doc Marshall, Piedmont 350, and a pour 1. Nice, I'm throwing for Brooklyn. A George McBride and a pour 1 for Washington. Piedmont 350. It's crazy they knew it was 350 from just that. have a Harry McIntyre, Brooklyn, Chicago, pour one. Have the says it down there for National League, 350. George McClellan with bat, polar bear back, and a pour one. Played for Philadelphia. That's the back. Almost done, guys and gals, I should say. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hook me up. Have a Clyde Millen, Washington, 1.5 Piedmont 350 back. Mike Mowry and a good 2, Cincinnati, 350. Yeah, as I was picking these up, you know, I noticed that I have a bunch of like the same teams. It seems like Billy Netris, Piedmont 350, and a good 2.5. This is one of the. If you go to my very first video, this is in it, and it showed up damaged, and I actually sent it off to PSA to get the case replaced. So that was one of them. Have a Rube Oldring batting for the Philadelphia Athletics. Piedmont 350, 460, 25 back, and a 1.5. So the back looks like. Fred Parent, a Piedmont 150 for Chicago. And a pour one. Spike Shannon, another sweet name. Good 2, Piedmont 350. Definitely going to be one of the longer videos, that's for sure. Al Shaw for St. Louis, and it's a 1 and it's marked. So if it's marked, it means there's a pen or something like that on it, or pencil. So yeah, it has a stamp on it. So that's actually kind of cool. I never noticed it said 1909 on it, so that's pretty cool. Man, you know, you get busy. You know, you can't look at all the cards all the time. You go back and you notice new things. So it's pretty cool. Bill Spike, Piedmont. It's a 1.5 for Washington. It's a 150, Piedmont 150 back. So if I ever get around to it, I'll have to send some more of these in to get the cases redone, so that they'll say the right thing on it. So now, one stack to go, and we'll be done with my T206 collection today. Jimmy Slagel, and a good 2 for Baltimore. It's a 350 back. Another one that I might have to send in at some point. Frank Smith, Chicago, F. Smith. And it's a PSA 1, Sweet Capital, 350-30 back. So that's the back. Pretty dirty looking card. Pretty sweet looking card. Looks like a mean guy. Happy Smith, Brooklyn. Piedmont 350, 460, 25 back. That's a good 2. So the 350, 460, and then you got the 25 down there. Factory number. Card was made in Virginia, which is kind of cool because that's where I live. We're known for tobacco here in Virginia, and for lovers. Piedmont 350, Henry Smith for Buffalo, and a pour 1. I don't know, this was the first one I got, I think. Crap, I can't remember. Maybe it was this one, Oscar Strange. And Piedmont 350. Yeah. It's been so long. Piedmont 350, Oscar Strange, and a 1.5. That's the back. This is the one I got at the National. This is the one that started it all. Duh. Go back to my videos. Let me know. Go watch the first one. First couple. And I'll let you know. Have a Sam String, Baltimore, and a 1.5. Piedmont 350 back. Jim Steffens, Piedmont. It's a 1 marked, pour 1 marked. It's a 350, Piedmont 350. See if we can't find where it's marked. Where is it marked? Oh, there's some pen or something right there. That's where it is. 2 more. I have Gabby Street catching. It's a good 2.5. Piedmont 350, 460, 25 back. It's a mouthful. And then last but not least, have a Lee Tenenhall. It's the Chicago version. Tannenhill. Piedmont 350, 460, 25 back, and a 3. So this is probably actually one of the best ones, you know, technically, that I have. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. Make sure you go back and watch some of my other videos. Leave some comments. Like, let me know what's up. Let me know how your year's going. What you're into. The 2 doubles I have. Let me know if you have any that I don't have that you want to trade 1 for 1. I'll gladly trade them. You know, if you have some extras, you know, 1s for 1s, 2s for 2s. As long as I don't have it, you know, they're worth the same to me. So, but make sure you leave a comment, go back, check out some of my old videos, watch me open these out of mail days, and have a good weekend.